Okay, so this is my little take on the current row, which has been going on recently with regard to J.K. Rowling, who, in my opinion, is one of the world's best writers in our lifetime and one of the most successful, and for very good reason. She wrote us Harry Potter, for example, and that has sold over 250 million books worldwide. So that can't be argued with or disputed. Though, however, it seems transgender people don't like her very much at the moment. So I'm going to make a little video about my take upon transgenderism even. So I'm going to start, as it wouldn't be me without it, a little dictionary definition. So I'll start with gender. Either of the two sexes, male and female, especially when considered with reference to social and cultural differences rather than biological ones. The term is also used more broadly to denote a range of identities that do not correspond to established ideas of male and female. Now, identity, the fact of being who or what a person or thing is, or a close similarity or affinity. And definition of transgender is denoting or relating to a person whose sense of personal identity and gender doesn't correspond with their birth sex. Now, I have some experience and knowledge of transgender because back in 1995 I went to Reading University and there was a guy there who at the time presented as being gay. Didn't bother me, lovely guy on my course, got along very well, went out many a time. And then we moved in, a group of us moved into a shared house. He was one of them. And then over the course of the next year, he disclosed that he believed, for whatever reason, that his gender identity didn't suit that of his birth sex and decided to embark on the long process of gender reassignment. Now, I don't know how that went because I say that was in 1995 and it wasn't easy to keep in touch with people once we departed university then. Last spoke to her in, 2006, something like that, via email. So, but hadn't had the surgery as then. So it's my understanding that the whole process is initiated by a series of psychiatry sessions in which you're assessed by a psychiatrist to ensure, because it's such a major thing, changing your sex essentially, particularly physically. So you're assessed and then you get to go for surgery again. I believe you have to pay for it. I don't know if that's true. Although my mum was a nurse in the 70s and one day decided to tell me, yeah, we had all sorts of patients in my hospital. I was like, really? And yeah, I've seen people growing penises on their legs and all sorts. So I was like, wow, let me just watch Neighbours. But yeah, so that was something that was discussed over dinner. But each to their own. Each to their own. I'm heterosexual female, I'm happy with that. Always have been, always will be. So I don't have any gender identity issues, though I appreciate that many people do. They also appreciate, unless it's directed at the President of the United States, vitriol is wrong. It really is wrong. At the end of the day, she's a wonderful woman, a wonderful writer. She's brought pleasure and joy through her books to so many people, mainly children, adults alike. So why? Because they are a minority, a very small minority of people in the UK have decided to all group together and blast hatred across at her. I don't know. I don't get it. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's really wrong. Anyway, that's my little take on being transgender. But I'll leave you with my little shopping bag. This is what I believe. Can you see that? Love is love. Take care.